All right, let's use the quadratic formula to solve this equation. It's a quadratic equation, right? It's got an equal sign, it's got a square, it's quadratic. And if they're asking you to use the quadratic formula, you have to use the quadratic formula. There might be other ways to do it, but this is the way they want. So we're going to use this formula over here, and we're going to plug in our A, B, and C. So let me go ahead and list them. Let me list my A, B, and C. Okay, A is the coefficient of the leading term, so A is 1. B is the coefficient of my next term, -7. And C is the constant, -10. So A is 1, B is -7, C is -10. And all we have to do is plug them in. So let me write down the quadratic formula. Okay, and if you watch the song, and I'll help you remember it. All right, now let's just plug in. So B is -7, B is -7, A is 1, C is -10, and A is 1. Okay. Let's use some calculation to put this together. So I have the opposite of -7 right here. Opposite of -7 is +7, plus or minus the square root of, here we have -7 squared, which is 49. If you put that in your calculator, make sure you use parentheses, because this is a negative times a negative, gives you a +49, minus 4 times 1 times -10. So I see a negative and a negative. That's going to give me a plus. 4 times 1 times 10 is 40. All over 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, let's put these two together. 49 plus 40. So x equals 7 plus or minus the square root of 89 over 2. So at this point, I'm looking to see if I can reduce square root of 89. I go through my list of squares, 4, 9, 16, 25. None of them go into 89. So this is my answer. 7 plus or minus square root of 89 over 2. Okay, and I would prefer if you write them out to show that you know that there's two answers. 7 plus square root of 89 over 2. 7 minus square root of 89 over 2. Okay, and these are numbers. If you do square root of 89 in your calculator, you'll get a number. It's just a number that's going to have a repeating decimal. That's your two answers.